Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, we have another chance to learn another surah. Inshallah, in this video, we will learn Surah Al-Ma'arij. And to clarify again, this to someone who's watching my video for the first time, this is not a tafseer video. This is a video in which we will try to point out some patterns and relationships between ayat. So we will, inshallah, remember the patterns. It will aid us in memorizing the surah and remembering what is the next ayah when we're reciting it. So inshallah, let's start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربنا زدنا علما. So first I will point out patterns. So unlike the other surah that have repetitions, here in Surah Al-Ma'arij actually there's not a lot of repetitions, but what we will see is one ayah is explained by several, and those several ayat that are explaining one is could actually be connected like could even be a sentence, you know. So like we will only do until ayah number 15 for this video, inshallah. Okay, so here, if you don't know this website, I will put a link in the description box. It's nice because it gives the meaning, but the meaning is not always exact. So it's still best to, if you want like the meaning of each ayat, it would be best to, of course, read a tafseer book or listen to a lecture. But this is nice just to kind of know a basic thing, what you are reciting, you know. And it also has surah info. The surah info, so this surah revelation place, it says Makkah. So that point in time was Makki surah. Why is that important to know? Because you will know who are the main audience of the surah when it was revealed. So if this is Makki surah, who were who was this surah being recited to? Mostly non-believers, right? Mostly people who were opposing Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, so أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So even this one, at the beginning, it says سأل سائل بعذاب واقع. He asked a questioner about the punishment, واقع. This person is not asking out of curiosity, like, what is this? No, this is like, so when is this punishment that you've been talking about? It's that kind of tone. It's not in a nice way. So this sa'ilun kind of actually shows that this is a person who's like questioning a lot, like, not in a nice way. So سأل سائل بعذاب واقع. So this punishment is bound to happen. It doesn't matter what they want, even if they want it or not. So للكافرين ليس له دافع. This punishment for the disbelievers, ليس له دافع. And there's no one who will stop it. No one can stop it. So who will give this punishment? Who is this punishment going to come from? Min Allah. So from Allah. Min Allah, who is the owner of Al-Ma'arij. Al-Ma'arij. Ma'arij. Surah Al-Ma'arij. Adil Ma'arij. Allah, the possessor or the owner of Al-Ma'arij. So what is this Ma'arij? See, everything is like being explained by the next ayah. So this Al-Ma'arij is تعرج الملائكة والروح إليه في يوم كان مقداره 50,000 سنة. So تعرج ascends الملائكة, the angels, والروح, one of the interpretations for this ruhu could be angel Jibril, because he is given more honor. So it's like he's separate from just saying the angels. So that's one of the interpretations. إليه, to him, في يوم كان مقداره, في in day, its measure 50,000 years. So what is this saying? So this ma'arij, so one of the interpretations could be this ma'arij is a way that the angels, including Angel Jibreel, they used to ascend to Allah. So if you've probably heard like a hadith that the angels come down from the heavens, like in Fajr or in Asr, they come up and come down, and they change shifts kind of, and this is the path that they take. And that path, if a normal regular human being would go through it, its measure is 50,000 years. But for them, they go really fast. I mean, it's just like what I said, they change shifts. That's how fast they are, you know. And another interpretation of this is this 50,000 years is the measurement of how long this adab, this day of judgment will be. You know, because like, let's say if you are in, let's say, a gathering, and that gathering you don't want to be there, it feels like it's so long, right? But for someone who wants to be there, it's like, oh, it ended already, I don't want to go home yet, right? So it's kind of the same thing. One of the tafseer, it says it's a relative term. For this, lil kafirina, it will feel like it's 50,000 years, because they see what's going on, they know what's going to happen, and it's going to be really bad for them, right? May Allah not make us one of them. I mean, so, but for the believers, so from the tafsir too, you will see this time is actually like just like one fard prayer, or from Asr to Maghrib. That's how short it will feel like for them. So that's one of the interpretations too. So what are you supposed to do with this person who keeps asking in like a not nice tone? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Prophet Muhammad, "Fasbir sabran jamila." Be patient. Subhanallah, this is something that I should remind myself too, and all of us. When someone asks us about anything, not just this, anything about our deen, we have to think that these people this is a chance to make da'wah, you know? And also, if you're not patient with them, you're just going to turn them away, right? So, fasbir sabran jamila. Not just patience, beautiful patience. So answer with a smile, or just not like, I will just walk away and close my mouth, and that's not beautiful patience, you know? If you know the story of in surah Yusuf, that's where a lot of this is actually exhibited. Fasbir sabran jamila. So if you want, you can read about Surah Yusuf, like really beautiful patience. After everything that happened, they were like really looking at the brighter side of things. Okay, so for this person, you should be patient. Fasbir sabran jamila. Why do they think like this? Why do they have this attitude towards this adab al-waqi? Innahum, indeed they, yarawnahu, they see it, ba'ida, as far. This day of judgment, no, it's not coming, it's just really far, so it's fine. They will still enjoy themselves or whatever, right? وَنَرَاهُ قَرِيبًا. But for Allah, it's something that's near. Usually in the Quran, Allah would refer to himself as we, like a royal we, like let's say a king or a queen would talk we in this king like this, but she's just talking about herself, but it's like a royal, like high respected, so it's we, right? So the way these people see it, it's far, the adab, but for Allah it's something near. So to illustrate that, I got some pictures. So here we go. For the person who doesn't believe, this is their view. Their destination, well, this is just whatever is in front of them. It's still far. Wherever they're going, it's still far. But for someone who believes, or for Allah, if this is them, okay, if this is where that person is, so you can only see it here, right? You can only see what's here. And for him, so that destination, let's say his destination is over here, it's very far for him because all he could see was what's in front of him. But for Allah, who can see here and everywhere and behind, and it's near. This one, if you look at this way, at the bird's eye view, it's actually near. It's already coming, right? So that's why every time in the Quran is it being described as something that's close, something that's coming, because Allah's view is different. Someone who doesn't believe, this is their view, right? So, yeah. Okay, let's go back. So on that day, يَوْمَ تَكُونُ السَّمَاءُ كَالْمُهْلِ. What is this? Like the sky will look like molten copper. And then, what else? وَتَكُونُ الْجِبَالُ كَالْعِهْنِ. Again, let's look at a picture to try to illustrate this. In other places in the Quran, the description of Day of Judgment is given like what would happen to the sky. Like it would change in color, and also the stars would look like they're being plucked out or they're falling or something like that. So this beautiful sky that we see right now would not look like that anymore. So it says it will look like molten metal, probably like a dirty kind of, not like, because if you melt like metal, it will might still look nice, but this is talking about like something like looking dirty. And then here in the picture, mountains. So the jibal would look like wool. What does that mean? Because this looks like a mighty big structure, right? But on the Day of Judgment, if we look at other surah about the Day of Judgment, describing what will happen to the mountains, they will look like that they're being crumbled. They're crumbling, and also they're being moved away, like they're shifting. So it will look like they're so light, like wool, because they're just like being moved, or like very easily. Okay, so that's why. Okay, so that day that the sky was like a molten copper. And again, it's not nice looking molten copper. It's dirty-ish kind of looking. And there are different descriptions for this, different interpretations or translations, but just think of it something that doesn't look nice. And then وَتَكُونُ الْجِبَالُ كَالْعِهْنِ. So that, because again, like what I said, the mountains will look like they're being moved, like really light. So that's why it's like كَالْعِهْنِ, like wool. Now, when all of this is happening, will that person, this kafirun, will he ask about someone? No. وَلَا يَسْأَلُ حَمِيمٌ حَمِيمًا. It says here friend, but this is actually a friend that's close friend. So it's not just a friend, it's a close friend. I'll go through the list of people that this person don't want to ask about, but I will try to connect it after I go through the list. Just like what I said, so this surah, there's like a list of connected to each other. So this person will not ask about his hamimun hamima, his friend, his close friend. Is just not just a regular acquaintance friend, is actually close friend. You might think maybe because he didn't see him. No. يُبَصَّرُونَهُمْ. They will be made to see each other. Can see him, but he's not like, how are you doing? Are you okay? No, because he's so scared. يَوَدُّ الْمُجْرِمُ. So he would wish the criminal meaning the disbeliever. Law, in a lot of places in the Quran, the disbelievers are called criminals. So yawaddu, he would wish the criminal, law, if yaftadi, he would ransom, he would give something in exchange. Min, from adabi, the punishment, يومئذ يومي. I want to point that out. It's يومي because a lot of places يوم. This is يومئذ. يومئذ, that day, ببنيه. So he doesn't care about his friend. Not just that, he doesn't care about his children. Subhanallah. And then also his spouse. Subhanallah. So he doesn't care about his spouse. وصاحبته وأخيه, and his brother and sisters. It is understood. And then وفصيلته, and his nearest kindred, nearest family. فصيلته is not just like a oh, we are family. No, this is actually the family the person lived with. He lived with, grew up with. So he's someone. These are people that he's close with. And if that's not enough, وَمَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ, so whoever in the earth, جَمِيعًا, all together, ثُمَّ then يُنْجِي, even everything, everyone in the world, he will give it up just so he could be saved. Saved from what? كَلَّا, by no means. إِنَّهَا لَظَى, indeed it is a flame, surely a flame. So this is what he doesn't want to be in. He's trying to avoid, trying to ransom himself from this. This is the reason. So okay, inshallah, we will stop here. But I will try to connect it. If you are having trouble with the order of by which this is going, so from this, right, so this is the day that this is going to happen, the day of judgment. And then will he ask about his friend? No. His close friend? No. But what if this person will say, because this is a questioner, like, let's just imagine how this person would ask, okay, but what if I don't have a close friend? Just like a lot of grown-ups, a lot of parents, they get so busy with their lives, their career, or their children, they don't have close friends. They just have children and their spouse, and that's what they're doing. So that person can say, what about, well, I don't have a close friend anyway. Well, you have children, right? So this person might have children, but then he'll say, or he or she will say, I don't have children. Well, you have a spouse. I don't have a spouse. Well, you have siblings. I don't have siblings. Well, how about the people you lived with? See, nearest kindred, the people you lived with, the people who, someone who he lived with, grew up with, so he's someone he cherished, right? Someone he loves, someone he cares about. No, actually, I lived alone. Okay, everyone in the world. See? So that's how you can think about it, the progression of how to remember what is next. Okay? So inshallah, we'll stop here and we will try to recite it, inshallah. We'll try to remember. Okay? Okay, so now let's try it out, inshallah. This is, I will share this, the link of this website in the description box if this is the first time you're watching my videos. So this is nice because you can practice. See, you tap the ayah number and it appears. And if you don't want the whole ayah, I just want to have a clue. What's the first word? There you go. Salah. Okay? Let's start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Okay, what's the first word? First ayah. Remember, this is Makki surah, and that's where they were being told about Day of Judgment and hereafter. So this person is going to ask about it. It's not a nice way. Remember? سأل سائل بعذاب واقع. See, this adab, what will happen? Is it for who? For who? What's going to happen about something about the adab? لِلْكَافِرِينَ لَيْسَ لَهُ دَافِعٌ. So this adab, for the disbelievers, no one can stop it, right? And then who will give this adab? Who is it going to come from? Allah. مِنَ اللَّهِ ذِي الْمَعَارِجِ. What is this ma'arij? تعرج الملائكة والروح إليه في يوم كان مقداره 50,000 سنة. Okay, this Ma'arij, could remember there were two interpretations. You can just go back to the video. What did I talk about the Ma'arij? And then also this ayah. And then, so what should our attitude be when someone asks us about this? And primarily this was told to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right? But for us, so when someone asks us about something like this, in this way, what are we supposed to do? فَاصْبِرْ صَبْرًا جَمِيلًا. Right? Why are they like this? إِنَّهُمْ يَرَوْنَهُ بَعِيدًا. But for Allah, وَنَرَاهُ قَرِيبًا. So what will happen on this day? يَوْمَ تَكُونُ السَّمَاءُ كَالْمُهْلِ. And then what else? Remember in the picture there were two structures. In that picture there was the sky and the mountain. وَتَكُونُ الْجِبَالُ كَالْعِهْنِ. And then, so after this, when it is all going on, will this person who's this questioner, will he care and ask about someone? No, he will not. So remember the progression. So the first one is وَلَا يَسْأَلُ حَمِيمٌ حَمِيمًا. So his friend, close friend, not just any friend, this is close friend. وَلَا يَسْأَلُ حَمِيمٌ حَمِيمًا. Why? Why will he not ask? Maybe they don't see each other? No, يُبَصَّرُونَهُم. يُبَصَّرُونَهُم. يود المجرم لو يفتدي من عذاب يومئذ ببنيه. Remember, يومئذ. يومئذ. So after children, who else would he be willing to give up? وصاحبته وأخيه. And then who else? وفصيلته التي تؤويه. And if that's not enough, ومن في الأرض جميعا ثم ينجيه. What is he so scared of? كلا إنها لظى. Okay, so let's stop here. We'll continue next video, inshallah. Inshallah, this was helpful, and may we all think of this coming of this day of judgment not as something that's far. If we see it as something that's near, we will prepare for it every day of our lives, like we'll live our days like it's the last, our day, like whatever that we know that it's good, we'll try to do it, inshallah. May we not be one of these people who will see it as far and regret on that day. Ameen. Okay, so inshallah, see you on the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullahu khairan for watching.